Okay, so here we have the Ficus variegated. It is a Ficus Benjamina. I know that because it says on the tag. So I'm going to place it in this pot, and I'm not sure if this is one plant or multiple plants. But what I want to do with this is to make it a clump style bonsai in the future. So yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to take this out of the pot first and separate these roots, and we'll go from there. And this is just a nursery stock that I got, so nothing was done to it. There. So we'll see what this is. Okay. Still not sure if this is one or multiple. Trying to loosen the root ball here. I'm getting the feeling that this is one plant and not multiple, which makes it easier to make it a clump style bonsai, because I don't need to tie up the plants for it to fuse. Yeah. It feels like the roots are really deep, like from where the base, where the root starts to the end. There's like it's just a huge tap root here. Which I think I'm going to take off. It's too bulky and it's going down. So let's trim this. Okay, so I'm going to remove this root first and then wash it out a bit. But yeah, this has got to go. Boy, these scissors. I got this for my aquarium before. Just haven't really used it, but I figured it's pretty useful for this. It actually gets down really close to where I want to cut because of the shape of it. So, all right, I'm gonna wash this out and see where we're at. So let's trim this. Okay, so I'm going to remove this root first and then wash it out a bit. But yeah, this has got to go. Boy, these scissors. I got this for my aquarium before. Just haven't really used it, but I figured it's pretty useful for this. It actually gets down really close to where I want to cut because of the shape of it. So, all right, I'm gonna wash this out and see where we're at. Well, maybe some. This particular one's going down. Another big one. And the rest, I believe they're not going downwards. They're more to the side and maybe a little bit kind of facing down, but I think they can be fixed. So for this thick one here, that's going straight down, I'm going to get rid of. And then there's another one here. That I'll also remove. So the bottom is flatter. No, it looks like there are multiples, not just one. Some facing downward small roots, also remove. Okay, so I guess some of these were singles, and then this particular one, which has 3 branches attached to it, is a single piece. Just gonna clean this up a bit. Yeah, I can see how a proper tool can cut this much better than these scissors. That's okay for now. Eventually I'll get the right tools, and once I repot this in probably a year or two, I can fix the root again. Okay, I think the rest are okay. I'm just going to remove some of the bottom suckers and leaves, just so it's a bit easier to work with. I'm going to remove this root that's above. Because I'm going to, since they're singles, I'm going to tie them together. So I got to make room, I don't want anything above it for now. If they develop later, then that's fine, but for now I need space to work with. So this one I'm just going to get rid of that. Actually, I could go down more. I think I'm going to cut it to this so that it's okay. There we go. That looks good. This one's got one big root and then some small ones. I'm going to get rid of the small one that's going down in the middle. And I would think I should leave this for now. I mean, it's the only big one. I mean, it'll probably survive if I cut this off, but I don't think I should. I'm wondering if I should or not. I mean, ficus is really easy to grow roots, and you know, it roots cutting very easily. So I think I am going to remove it. It's just a little large and kind of uneven compared to the rest of the roots. So I'm going to get rid of this, and hopefully this will be okay. There it goes. Flatten the bottom a bit. All right, I gotta get some wires and then we'll tie this up. Okay, these are, I think they're 1.5 mil wires. I just got these from the internet a while back. Haven't really used it until now, I guess now. So we'll use, I'll cut more than I need for now. Okay, and I'm going to use this plastic tube, which is used for my aquarium. Once again, you can get these anywhere. Any fish store, you can get these pretty easily. And then I'm going to thread these in so that to prevent as less bite as possible into the roots. Once I tie these up and when the roots start growing. So just going to trim this a little bit. Down there. Okay, so I'll do that and I'll tie it up. So I have lined up all the roots so they're about the same, on the same plane. Okay, so this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm going to, hopefully this will work. I've watched videos on how this works, but I haven't done it, so, you know. Just trying to get okay. It's not too tight, but it's tight enough so they're clumped together. And from what I saw is that over time, this is going to fuse together after a year or two. But I guess we'll find out. Actually, I might be doing this wrong. Or maybe this wire I'm using is a bit too thick. Let's try this again. It's about half and half. Well, I guess that's the way it has to be. And you're supposed to pull out and then twist. Yeah, that's pretty tight as it is. So when this thing sits, it will be sitting in the pot like that. Yeah, this is really the first time I'm working with wires to begin with. I think these wires are a bit too thick because it's, I mean, especially with the plastic, so it's kind of hard to twist. But I think I got it. This is okay. It seems a bit tight, but I think that's what you have to do for now at least. There's still space in there for the trees to grow, and hopefully after a year or two this can fuse together so I can take the wire off. But boy, it is really busy down there. It's just the small one is kind of getting squeezed in and not having anywhere to go. I'm trying to twist the position so the root faces out. Okay. Okay, I think that's as close as I can get. It's fairly sturdy, as you can see. It's not going to separate by itself. And eventually I think I have to wire these so that they can be a bit spread out instead of just being everything together in the middle. But I think that's okay for now. So let's pot this up. It's a little bit easier with this this pot because I don't have to put a mesh in. I actually used this pot to sift the soil before because I didn't have anything else. But recently I got a actual sieve from the Toronto Bonsai Society. So in the future when I need soil, I'm going to use that instead, and it's going to be a lot more efficient, and it's going to give me bigger pieces because the holes here, it's not that big. Probably a bit higher than this. Yeah, there's some compost coming out, as you can see. Okay, so I think that's a good height. Roots are facing out. So yeah, okay, let's bury this. Actually, I'm gonna cut these off of it. Yeah, I should definitely do this before you put it in the pot. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's work this in a bit. Seems pretty stable in the pot, which is always a good thing. Okay, need a bit more to flatten this out. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah. So I wanted to repot this, because one, it's getting bigger. And then when I bought this, actually, it's a little bit smaller. I got this a couple weeks ago. And you're gonna have to repot it into bonsai soil anyway, eventually. Which is why I have to do it, and because if it's growing in the original pot, you can just leave it and then it should fuse by itself automatically because they were already together anyway. But because I have to separate it, so now I have to tie it with wires. Let's give this a little bit of a trim. I kind of want to leave the lower branches for now, but they are kind of in there. So maybe I'll get rid of a couple of leaves instead. There's a small branch on the bottom here, which I'll get rid of. Okay, there's another one that's growing into the bunch. Another leaf. Where did it go? Another one here. Another one here. You probably can't see, but it's really hard for me to kind of cut it from this angle. But I guess we can do it here. I'm not sure what that cut didn't come off. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think that's good for now. And the rest can grow. Actually, maybe. Boy, if you look for things to prune, there's you can always find stuff. I guess a better thing to do is to prune this before you pot it up, and then when you format or create this thing, when you put it together, you want to make sure that they're facing the right way so that your pruning is done for the right parts. But what can you do? You know, that's a lesson for next time. Well, this one I think I'll keep, but the leaves need to. There we go. This branch is going inside, so I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so I think the rest I'm going to leave it and then let it grow. See where we get from there. And you know, we can also prune it in the future. Seem to be tipping to this side a little bit. But I'll probably put a rock on it. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'll apply a rock afterwards. Let's get some water on this. So I'm trying to do these videos during the daytime because it's better lighting and it's freezing cold, at least today it is, outside, so I don't really have any space outside to set up for this. So you gotta, you know, work with what you have. But yeah, during the day I gotta work. So right now I'm actually taking a break from work to do this. Oh, nothing's coming out yet. Okay, I think that's good for now. So we'll let this grow, and hopefully it works. I don't think I'll be touching this for at least a year, so the roots can fuse. And hopefully the small one that I cut a lot of roots off is going to survive. So yeah, that's the clump style ficus for the future.